Alright guys, showing you just a little bit more progress. I found reverse. Basically what reverse is the yellow ground, and directly next to it I put this brown wire here, but on the actual harness itself it's going to be red for reverse and the white for the ground. So as you can see, it's not lit up at all. That's my reverse light here. If I come in here and I throw her in reverse, the light's on. We're making some progress. What I ended up having to do was go back to the junkyard today. So what I did was I ended up getting these little pigtail harnesses for it so that everything could start fitting in the 06 lights. Now I started here and basically it just clicked right together. So at the beginning it seemed like, oh my god, that's it, it's gonna be fine. It's a plug and play system. So I came in here and I turned the lights on. And when I did that, I was like, oh man, it looks like it's all gonna work just fine. It's just you have to grab the 06 harness. So I thought that was all good until I hit the brake. And when I hit the brake, as you can see down there, that's the blinker. When you hit the brake, the blinker comes on. So there's still a little bit of wiring to be done. And we're gonna make sure all of the wires that go here go to where they belong on this harness here. So time to do some wiring and I'll show you how it ends up. Yeah guys, so I went and grabbed one of these guys right here, but unfortunately it didn't fit. It did not pin correctly. So what I ended up just doing is going ahead and just wiring it this way. So yeah, but I did both sides and now everything works just like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit these with a little bit of solder. And then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them up. Use this loom from here to cover them. We're gonna run off and go grab some tires for those wheels that are back there. So there you go. All right guys, so I went ahead and got the loom all done. So lights are on, tested everything works. Now this is the main reason why you have to go get the harness from the 06 is because these little clips right here, the 05 ones just don't fit in the 06 housing. You have to get the 06 wire harness and then wire it all in. So let's go ahead and start putting these things together, huh? I also had to go to the store and get new bulbs too. Yeah, man. Brake lights, turn signal, hazards. So much nicer. The reverse. First lights are on. Good to go, babe. Okay, guys. Well, that is how you put tail lights, 06 tail lights, in an 05. Scion XA. So you have to do a little bit of rewiring. So just to recap real quick, whenever you get the casings from, if you go to like a junkyard or something and you get the casings, make sure you pick up the harness as well. There's going to be a few wires that's off, so you're going to have to figure out what wires do what. And I don't have a schematic. I might make one and put it in the link in the description, or maybe just maybe draw one out real quick and kind of flash it at the end of this video. Probably do something like that, but the fact of the matter is you do have to do a little bit of wiring, but you can make it work. You can put 06 tail lights into the 05 chassis Scion XA. Alright guys, so the rain has rolled in on this bad boy, as you can see. Yeah, it's raining. So yeah guys, we got some fresh new rubber on this thing. We're moving from that to these 17. I think those are 15, these are 17s, and looks like they're fitting pretty nice in there. Super happy guys, super happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these guys on here, and we're gonna set it down and see how it looks. Alright guys, so the holes on these wheels are super tight for the lug nuts that's going on there, and I needed to get a smaller socket. So
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and utilize what we got here.
Alright guys, as you can see, we got the nice pretty wheels on, the tires are on. Got these bad boys on, they're looking pretty good. And then I went ahead and took the liberty of going ahead and taping off these hazy looking lights. They're a little yellow and they're a little hazy. So we're not going to spend too much time on them. We're just going to go ahead and buff these out right quick. Alright guys, well this is it. This is about all I'm going to do. It is nice and clear and shiny. Now there's still a little bit of haze right there, but this wasn't supposed to be no perfect job. This is just supposed to get the shine back, which it did. It looks 10 times better. Not 100 times, but 10 times. And it's working out for what I planned on doing. So that worked out good. Alright guys, well there's going to be a storm coming soon, and tomorrow I'm just going to go ahead and wash this thing. Then we'll take it around a little bit. It's going to need some brakes. Yeah, but anyway guys, you guys have seen brakes enough, so I probably won't even show the brakes. And as you can see, I had to put like all the cars in here. As many cars as I could fit. I put as many in here because there was a pretty nasty storm last night. Because you can see down here, there are some branches and stuff that fell. I didn't want anything to fall on any of the vehicles, so I put a lot of them inside last night. You can see this big old thing. Things have just been falling. This branch fell and took a whole bunch of vines and stuff with it all the way down to the ground. This is actually where I had the Durango at first, and it would have fell and completely destroyed the Durango, but I ended up putting it over there, so there we go. I'm glad that happened. I actually had a branch fall on my truck a couple of days ago and made a dent in the hood. That kind of sucked, so I have to get that fixed sometime. But as of right now, look at it now. It looks like there was never even a storm here, except for like the, you know, kind of the debris. But enough with all that chit chat and talking and stuff. You guys have seen that. Ended up redoing these headlights, and they came out really good for just like, you know, just a few minutes. I spent less than 20 minutes doing this, and they came out pretty good. Looks really good sitting on those wheels. It still needs washing. It's dirty, lots and lots of dirt on here, and you can see there's a ton of like dog hair, and it's just kind of it's pretty filthy. What I'm gonna start doing is vacuuming this out, cleaning this out, and the best way to get dog hair out is actually put a rubber glove on, and then you just simply wipe it away. And it doesn't take that long, but it does kind of suck to have to do it. Without struggle, there is no success. So there you go guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start this. You're just gonna go on a time lapse, and I'm just gonna time lapse the whole cleaning process of this thing. I'm not gonna stop for anything. That's it. You're going on a time lapse. See you in a bit. off camera is just to show you real quick. I just did a quick little once over because there was a little bit of rust coming through here, so I treated it and just rattle canned it real quick. And this side it actually was rusted with a hole in it, so I went ahead and put a little bit of Bondo hair on there. I rust treated it first, then put a little Bondo hair on there, and then I'm just gonna come back and do a quick sand once it's dry and go ahead and just kind of rattle can that too. I'm not doing anything special here. Like you see, it doesn't really matter to me. This is just like a beater. I just didn't want that rust to get any worse than what it was, so I just wanted to slow it down. And besides, you'll never see this anyway because this is where the license plate goes. So basically, just under the license plate, didn't want it to just kind of get any worse than what it is, so just wanted to stop it. I'm not looking for it to be pretty. I'm just looking for it to be functional. And actually, before I wash it, we're gonna go ahead and take this radio out. We're gonna put this radio in, and it's very easy. You just unsnap these guys right here. They kind of wiggle. You unsnap those. These little guys come out, and there's little screws under there. You undo the screws behind here. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and record and show you. All right, guys. So the way I take these off is I start at the bottom down here, and just kind of work like a small something in there. There we go. Now, once you get that, this guy snaps out. Do the same on the other side. Grab down, snap it out. Actually, pre-snap that one. Make sure you remember what sides they go on. So I just put each one on their corresponding side. You can remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's 7, 8. And 9, well, just 7 and 8 right here, and then this whole thing will come out. Then you can actually get this thing out of here, and it's only plugged in with a couple of plugs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Once those are out, this little guy comes out of here. All right, guys. So I managed to pop it. So here we go. It just comes out like that. And don't mind all the cords and stuff. You just kind of just want that. You see how that is? You just want everything out of your way. And now the only thing you have to do is there are 4, those are 8mm, and I'm gonna go ahead and just use a screwdriver to take those out. All right, guys, I've unscrewed everything, and now all you gotta do is just kind of pull this thing out of here. All right, I need 2 hands again. All right, guys, so what I have already done is this is the old radio. As you can see, there's no knob, it's just buttons. And the main reason why I'm taking this one out and putting the 06 one in is because this one has button controlled volumes, and for some reason you can turn the volume up, but for some reason the volume down doesn't work. So every time you get in here, it's blasting, or you gotta like power it off, or you know, it's no bueno. So I went ahead and I got this 06 one, and now you can see the back of this. There's 2 sets of ports, and there's one for the 06 port, and I believe that's this side. No, this side right here is for the 06 ports, and this side right here is for the 05 ports. So it's really good that these are actually interchangeable between the 2 years. So you can see back here, same thing, 2 ports here. This is the ports for the 06 ports, and these are the 05 ports. So there's probably some functionality that this will not have with the 05 that it'll have with the 06. But that's fine, because now that I've hooked them up, as you can see, I got radio. So I can turn it up and down with the knob. So there you go. That's all done. We're gonna go ahead and just basically just reverse the process, throw some screws and bolts and stuff back in here, and we got a good working radio now. Nice. But yeah, we've got that in, and we're gonna go ahead and wash this bad boy. Time lapse. Okay guys, there she is. She's all cleaned up. Look at those wheels, boy, they look good. But yeah, she's got a few little dents, but man, she looks millions and millions of miles better. Wow, this thing has transformed. This thing's pretty awesome. I can't wait to start using it. But just like the Walkie-Mandu curse does, even though it just rained out here and I came out here and washed it right after it rained, look at that, more rain's on the way. But okay guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget about my Zazzle store. If you want some merch, pick up some merch. And you guys keep wrenching. Wrench Trench out. Peace.